So this is the particular episode most people have been looking forward to when Anuj will finally come out of coma. What will be his reaction? Because everything Baka and Ankush have been doing is right in front of his eyes, even though he couldn't react, but he's seeing all of them, he's hearing everything. So now this episode he is finally out of coma and he is exposing how the whole accident stuff happened, Vanraj involvement, and then addressing Baka and Kush for the first time after his recovery. And Pama as well is happy that the husband is back normal. Don't forget to subscribe in case it happens as we jump right into the video of today. And Pama reads Baka's giving legal notice. Baka asks if she know well what to do, and Pama says very well and burns the papers. Later asks what was written in that paper, and Pama says a legal note and tells Baka that she will reply her for each question. But her husband right now is in deep pain, seeing Baka's true nature and doesn't want to hurt him even more. She lies Anuj back to the bed and says that she shouldn't bother about all this, that he will be fine and will not allow anyone rule their festival. She turns to Baka and says that if she wants drama, then let us do drama. She will reply to her every question. She asks Adik if he also wants to ask something. Baka says and Pama just wants one notice. They will get many copies and will make sure and Pama doesn't look after Anuj and his family's business until he gets well. And Kush says they are sure that Varaj pushed Anuj from the cliff and Anupama is protecting him. They fear Anupama will transfer their businesses to her children and don't trust her. Hence, they decided to actively participate in the business and also handle the Kapadia Empire. Anuj starts blinking his eye, and Pama says Baka and Ankush have started Mahabharat, where they both are Shukuni and Drudan. They forget that whatever Mahabharat happens, Krishna will arrive. She prays that Bar Gopal idol and Anuj gets out of his bed and shakes his hands and mouth. He calls Anupama's name. GK notices that and calls the nurse to and asks the nurse to call Anupama as soon as possible. The nurse informs Anupama that Anuj have regained consciousness and is calling her. Anupama and the Shahs rejoice, hearing that, while the Kapadia look shocked. Anu rushes to Anuj and cries, holding him, saying that Kahania have returned. Anuj repeatedly calls her name and cries. He gets angry looking at Baka and Ankush and says that he heard everything and wants to speak. Anupama asks him to relax as he's just waking up. Anuj says that let him speak and tells Anuj and Baka and tells Ankush and Baka they crossed all their limits by showing their true colors and trying to grab his business. Immediately he was away. Ankush says that they don't need his business and they are worried just because of him. Anuj says that he will legally separate them from his businesses. Anyways, they are issuing legal notice to their family. Baka said Anupama is supporting Vanraj, who was the person that pushed Anuj off the cliff. Anuj then tells them that he remembers the whole incident and he remembers that they had a tussle at the end of the cliff that day and Varaj pushed him from the cliff and Kush and Baka grinds hearing that. Anuj says that didn't even happen at all and that he will reveal the truth now, that Varaj didn't push him from the cliff. Raki murmurs what a twist in the story. Anuj records the event and tells that Vanraj is being perceived wrongly as a villain, but in reality he is different. Vanraj says that both families should stop meeting Anuj and should send Adik back to US as he doesn't want a new relationship with the Kapadia family. Anuj says that that's practically impossible. Vara says that he's becoming a grandfather and doesn't want the Shah and Kapadia family together again. Anuj shakes hands with him and says it is impossible. Vara threatens to go to extreme if he doesn't agree, and Anuj frees his hand and asks him what will he do. Like this is Anuj recalling what happened on the scene. Anuj is having a flashback here and he's telling them everything. So according to him, he went to Vanraj called him there to tell him that he wants them not to associate again. He doesn't want the Shah family and Kapadia family to associate again. And then Anuj told him that there's nothing he can do, that is practically impossible. And Vanraj said that he is expecting a grandbaby and so he doesn't want anything to happen between both of the family again. So and shakes Anuj's hand. Anuj let go of Vanraj's hand and told Vanraj like, what if I don't agree to what you're saying? What are you going to do? And then that was now when they shaked and Anuj fell down the cliff. So practically it was not like Anuj and Vanraj pushed Anuj from the cliff as they are pretending it to be. Vanraj was actually trying to save him when Anuj slipped and both of them eventually fell down together in the cliff. Vanraj thanks him for freeing him from the guilt and the Shah thanks Anuj for giving them a new lease of life. Vanraj apologizes to Anupama for troubling her. Anupama asks Anuj if she should call little Anu. Anuj says not yet and tells Baka, Ankush and Adik that Vanraj will not go to jail, but he doesn't know what he will do to them. Baka says they were just protecting him. Anuj says they lied and never once told they left US and came to India as they lost their business there. They are even getting more exposed. Why they came to India is because they lost their business in the US. So they are now coming back to India to claim the one that is here, that another person have been working all his life. Raki thinks the Shahs and the Kapadians are both broke. Anush says he and Anupama made them part of the family and business. But once he goes on where they show their real colors. Anupama asks him to calm down. Little Anu runs to him and asks if they can celebrate his and Kanji's birthday. Anush says yes, cuts the cake, and Anupama feeds him cakes, and then Little Anu hugs both of them. Continuation of this drama will be when Anuj will try to kick Barkha and Ankush out of the house because of what they are doing to Anupama, and so on and so forth. Guys, thanks for watching up to this point, and I'll see you guys next time, guys, and bye.